Taurus, welcome back for your weekly read. Now, for you guys, I pulled the cards ahead of time. If you are new, welcome. If you're wanting to make a booking, you can go to the link below. Now, in your health domain, you have your base chakra, which is going to need to be grounded this week to keep you going through the week. Now, you might have a few surprises directly connected to family, which can be good or bad. Now, you may hear news of a pregnancy, an unexpected pregnancy. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, be careful. Also, there may be an aspect of unexpected joy connected to cash as well. So it might be the birth of a plan or an idea, as well as finances and a new situation coming through. It can also bring new family members in. Where your wealth sector is, you've also got your heart chakra. So again, it may be you're trying to decide in your life what you're passionate about, what you want to invest in at a spiritual level or a financial level. From a financial level, if it's coming from the purity of your heart, you will attract abundance. If you're mixing kind of business with pleasure, I feel you're going to be more focused on the pleasure aspect, and it could directly impact your wealth sector. Now, when it comes to the clarification cards, you do have desire in reverse, but you're coming out of melancholia. So it can be that you're leaving something that no longer serves you behind in order to move towards something that is making you happier. But you've got a T-section in the road. You're going to have to assess a way of applying your energy or kind of divorcing the energy to move on to a new situation. I do feel it will be, how do I put it? Within about, it can be something you've dealt with for 4 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Also for the whole month, it might have been something, again, same thing, that you've been really meditating on what to do. Now, I feel the 22nd for you, you may gain some clarity in this, and it might come up into highlight, so pre-warned. When it comes to your happiness, it may be that you're feeling either you or another person isn't taking enough responsibility, and it's directly impacting you. Now, you're wanting to have a romantic life, a happy, balanced life, but it might mean that there's too many responsibilities on your plate or on others, and it's directly impacting it. Now, the happiness doesn't have to come down to romance. It can be in general just merriment, and it feels too much responsibilities, too many balls in the air, so to speak. You're trying to nurture something, but it can be taking a little bit more time than you expected to actually get up and off the ground. Now, the reality is no one's going to take your happiness from you, especially if you believe you're entitled to it. Everything you feel at a heart chakra ratio that you're open to, you will get back in a frequency. Sorry, I just had to check something. Now, what you're not seeing is where money's going. So it can be you're not focused on money enough, and you're more focused on love, or it can be vice versa, but you're trying to manifest this in, but you're not sure how you're going to go about doing it. It can also be that you've got a false perception connected to the cash component, and that at one point you were thinking that maybe a particular road or a way or means of generating the income felt appealing, but then it changed. This can also be connected to love, because again, abundance is connected to heart chakra, and it's also connected to the way you're perceiving things being slightly distorted. Now, with it in reverse, again, if you can meditate on your chakras and you can get it grounded, I feel it's going to help that situation come through. Now, your mindset is a blockage, and it may be you feel you've got to be super protective of it, but in fact, that makes it go, doesn't make it come. So try and relax about it. Again, saving money, mindset. So it's showing and it's confirming the same thing, is that you're concerned about cash, but by being concerned about it, it actually blocks the abundance from coming. Now, any actions you're guided to take. Gain a different perspective, and hopefully this can help you think of something differently, just for 2.5. The truth and knowledge is going to come to you in an aspect of clarity, and it might be that you need to do a bit more research into something that you're stuck with at the moment, and that's going to give you the clarity. Now, this can be connected to an investment or a home or what to do from here on in. It can also be about what you feel you want your future to be, and how it's going to look like in your mind's eye, and in your heart. That nobody can actually take that from you. It's something you're creating. So it feels a very personal journey. Love. Where are the... There. Now, this week you're coming into judgment. This can be towards yourself or towards another person or towards love in general of what you're wanting to manifest in. Now, in the past, you might have been jealous of other people's connections, and it doesn't have to be. It could be the person directly jealous of you, or you feeling that it was your time. Now, I do feel the people that perhaps you attracted previously or currently, secretly they can be a little bit jealous of you. I do feel they've purged that aspect, though. I feel it was in the beginning stages, but there is an aspect of past tense frequency of jealousy. That has ended now. Now, in the judgment position, you are making a judgment on who you feel is correct for you. You're not trying to be harsh, but you do feel you need to make a judgment in the way that you're going to be within a relationship or within a current relationship and where you're going to go from here. Now, it doesn't have to be connected to it. It can be, okay, we're going to take that next level. Are we going to purchase a house? Varying degrees of a judgment and assessment. Again, if you are wanting a personal booking, you can come and I can tune into your energy directly, psychically. As for the jealousy aspect, some way of looking at things and the laws of attraction have changed within this dynamic. Now, it may have been that this was a past tense relationship and it's gone. And you never wish for it to come back, or it could be that their behavior has evolved, regardless of being with you or not. At the heart of the matter, you're following your intuition in order to make a decision about where to go from here and what to invest in at a romantic or financial level. Presently, you feel you're being very critical. You've got a critical eye, but it might be that you're feeling that a partner or love interest is being a little bit critical towards you and not being as friendly as they can. It can be for some of you, you're not having enough time to actually spend time with your friends or family members, and it is very heart related, but that can be due to 3D situations or due to an attitude of a past tense partner. Now, if this currently isn't happening in your life, it feels like you're focused in one area and you're wishing to be focused or have a bit more freedom to do things of a pleasurous nature. But again, in your happiness domain, you had responsibility in reverse. It's like either somebody's not taking responsibility or expecting you to, or you're physically not having any time because you have too many responsibilities. Okay, future tense moving forward. You're going to take accountability for this. You're also making assessments, and you're seeing the falseness in particular situations and dynamics. It may mean that you've taken on burdens that don't belong to you, and you're having a realization of this. Yeah, you're having a realization of it. You are faithful to this connection of who you love and who you're choosing in your heart, regardless of being with them or not. But you feel something's false, that something's not being shown as it should be, and you do feel an enemy around. This could be your own energy of, or it can be your friendships, but it feels like there's a frequency of an enemy. It can even be life in general being an enemy, because especially with the aspect of responsibilities, you may be getting a gift this week, or there might be the gift of clarity, especially through the Seeing card. But you're going to move out of sadness. So if you have any cross wires, I feel that's changing. I feel it's just external situations this week. So try and work through the frequencies of the expectations of others and try and keep it balanced. And if you can't, do some meditation to help ground you. What else can I pick up while I'm picking the cards up? I do feel you're going to make a judgment in your love life, though. So for those of you who aren't happy, it may be that you're choosing to Work out what you're actually wanting and what you feel is spiritually best for you. Those of you who are just frustrated due to the external related dynamics, I do feel there's going to be a bit of communication, but you're coming from the heart, you're trying to get grounded, you're trying to get your finances and your responsibility aspects in order, and you're using your intuition and meditating upon what to do from here. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll talk to you later.